Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Eve and welcome to Par for the Mind. Just want to do a quick introduction about what this channel is all about. Par for the Mind is going to be a channel where I will be sharing content and my experience with golf, my growth with golf, and how it's impacted me with my mental health, how it's helped me manage my mental health, good or bad. Good, obviously, you have a great time with your friends. You go in there, you chill in, you're just out there and no phones, no nothing, right? And then the other part is, of course, you skull two in the water and you get really cheesed. I'm not a great golfer, so this is a great opportunity for me to share my journey from being a really shitty golfer to hopefully goal is to hit in the 80s eventually. Who knows? But yeah, and being that June is Mental Health Month, I think it's important to talk about it because I feel like it's not being talked about enough. But all that aside, let's talk about who I am. Quick intro about myself. Like I said before, my name is Eve. I was born and raised in France. I live in Canada now, and I've been here in Canada for a while now. My history with golf was I picked it up when my buddy Dustin asked me to come golf with him when I was working in the RV industry, and I had a great time doing it. I was really bad, but that's okay. I had two consecutive amazing seasons and summers doing that. It was a great sport for me to get into. Did it for a couple of years. Terrible. Never took lessons or anything like that, and quit. Just overall playing it for I think the better part of like 13 years. I just picked it back up last year, again like late in the season, and I actually picked up a set of Takomo Iron 101s. So I love these, and they're definitely game improvement clubs. But you know what? That's who I am. I shoot on average of like 105 or 110. That's kind of where I am, and like I said, my goal is to get to the 80s eventually. But yeah, and that's my history with golf. And what got me back into it was I saw an ad. I can't remember what the company was. It's like, pay 110 bucks, 120 bucks, come and get your swing evaluated and then see, where we can start working with. And I went there and immediately they had cameras, they had, like slow motions of my movements and everything else, told me everything that was wrong, which was a lot. And after that, they start correcting me for, another half hour or so on just like a few things, like quick pointers. And immediately I saw an improvement and I fell back in love with golf all over again. Uh, Combine that with the amazing friends that I have who have, been golfing for a while and found out I was getting back into golf and got me to go back out and, to a range to start with and then finally to a course. And that's how, things progress in my golf world. Talking about mental health, it's sensitive topic for a lot of people and certainly for men. I was exposed to uh, losing a friend when I was 21. Yeah, 21. Um, when he took his own life, and I only found out through his cousins because I hadn't seen him for a while, and that impacted me a lot. And I didn't know how to deal with it. I still don't. I think those things are very traumatic experiences. Um, but not to put a damper on the channel or the intro video. It's just I think that there's a lot of things that happen, and unfortunately, I've experienced more of that as I grew older. And I think it's important to talk about mental health and where and how men deal with it because without diving into a whole different video, I feel like men try to solve problems, and mental health is not something you can solve. It's something that you manage, and um, it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of um, self reflection, and it takes a lot of um, putting your ego aside, which for some is hard, for some it's easy, and for some you don't realize that you have an ego that's become a blocker to wanting to get better with that. And so golf for me has been that catalyst that's helped me manage that mental health piece better. Look, everybody goes through different things, and I'm not saying my problems are worse than others, which that's a different topic again. But I feel like it's for me, golf, it's important to know that golf has helped me be happier and be in the moment more. Things like being with your friends, that your close circle of friends, and if it's not, it's meeting that random individual who just happens to brighten up your day. Like my first game of this year, we went out and it was just the three of us, and we had a fourth. And the gentleman was 85 years old. His name was Doug, and he outdrove all of us. He was a phenomenal golfer, and he was such a joy to be around. And he really lifted my spirits up, and he really made that first golf game such a treat. And I just love that about him. And when we're going back, we have his phone number. We'll call him up as a fourth. He's definitely going to be our fourth. Doug, if you're watching this, love you, man. Thank you for that game. Super solid. And yeah, like, so, you know, if you guys play golf, you're watching this channel, you know golf is a very challenging sport. You got some good games and you got some awful games. You think you solve something, like, you know, you finally solve your drive and you're hitting those bombs. You're getting like, you know, 250, 300 or whatever it is, and then all of a sudden your irons go to shits. Or your chipping is really terrible and, you know, sending Mach 14 down like over the green past uh, the bunker or whatever it is. And then, yeah, and then you lose a ton of balls on top of things. But ultimately, golf has been such a positive impact for me, at least this season, immediately, I found. And I just want to share that with you guys. So, anyways, a lot of blabbing, a lot of talking. Come along with me where I'm going to show you my terrible swing. You're going to see a lot of that. Showcase some of the places that we go golfing here. I'm lucky to live in Alberta and Calgary, actually, to be precise. And we live only an hour away from Kananaskis, an hour and a half away and change from Banff, and some of the most beautiful courses on the planet. And for my wedding, I got to go golfing in Hawaii, which that was in October 2024, which, again, surreal experience golfing in Hawaii. So I'm hoping to be good enough this season so I can go back eventually and then hit up the golf courses out there and not look so horrible. But yeah, anyways, follow along my journey, and I hope that you can take away some things, and hopefully we can together make this space a safe one, and also make it a space where we can all talk about the good things and the bad, and help each other out some way. So yeah, thanks so much. I'll talk to you guys soon.